We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Denver Broncos. On the Titans sideline, head coach Brian Callahan. His guys ready to get this one going. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end. And off we go from Denver. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And a year ago when he was drafted, it felt like central casting. Bo Nix coming to the NFL ready to roll. And he surpassed all expectations a season ago and threw for nearly 30 touchdown passes as a rookie. Fell just short with 29, but a huge piece of his team's future.
A 5-yard gain.
Throwing Nix. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That's good for a Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Nix. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
43-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And he fires one incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's third down. To throw, here's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
And we knew from the moment the commissioner called his name on draft night, and by the way, laid a pretty good hug on the commissioner going across the stage. But we knew he had a chance to be the starter week 1. He dove right into the playbook, ingratiated himself with his teammates, and that's exactly how things have played out.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And this is going to be a Titans first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
At the 44-yard line, a gain of 12. First down, Titans.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Second and 10.
Second and 10. At the Broncos' 44-yard line.
Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Throwing now, Ward. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Gain of 11 on the play. First down, Tennessee.
Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brings up second down.
Pollard gets it off the option. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
And it brings up third down.
Now Ward. Swinging this out for Pollard. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Another completion there. We think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career, an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them, only giving up the 3 points.
And got his man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Marvin Mims, 72 yards. And the Broncos are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. The quick feet by Jackson. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Ward. He'll complete this one. Lukaku. They work now on 2nd and 9.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Here's Ward.
At 18-yard line.
It's caught. Blocked it. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Off the bootleg, Ward. Returning right back to Lockett. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
second and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll throw again. Ward. It's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Now they'll empty out the backfield. Ward, 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are once again back in front. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 10-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true. Last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now a 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Now it's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That's good for Broncos. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Nix to the air. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A short throw to Ingram. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This quick pass complete to Sutton. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
That's another Broncos first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down at the Titans' 12-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 6.
To throw is Nix. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Off the play fake, Nix.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Nix from the shotgun. He'll get that complete to Valen.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Goes 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Off the play fake, here's Nix.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Marvin Mims.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Broncos have moved out in front.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
For the Broncos.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. action. Ward. In trouble, and he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
They go play action with Ward. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
That's good. For a Denver Broncos.
They'll go play action with this. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 64 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Titans offense now. They work their way back onto the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Ward finding Tolbert here over the middle. The Titans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Ward. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Tennessee.
They'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Pat Surtain up to make the play. From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9. Ward off the play fake. And that'll be incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Able to find the complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
First down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. To throw, here's Ward. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing is Ward. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Cody Barton there to bring him down.
No gain on the play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's a gain of 33.
Throwing Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to the air with Nix. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, here's Nix. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And now a fake there on the jet sweep as they'll give to Pollard. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, Ward. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. To throw is Ward. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Today is the...
Second half begins with a run by Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. Hit and drop behind the line by Dre Greenlaw.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Ward. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now, Ward. It's caught, Lockett. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
12. First down, Titans.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1. Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Ward. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he's been able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
For a Denver Broncos.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3.
At the 38-yard line.
Off the bootleg, here's Nix. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Another run here with Dobbins. Still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On play action, here's Nix. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Tennessee offense set to go again.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And that is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Ward. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Broncos offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 39-yard line.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle. A loss of 2. Brings up 3rd.
To throw is Nix. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Lockett. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 14. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Put a man in motion left, Ridley.
From the gun, Ward. It's caught. Tarver. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Titans first down.
Play fake. Here's Ward. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 33 yards that time.
First down, Titans.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process, and really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Ward. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll go to the keeper. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Tennessee.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Joey Sly lining up.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as the tackle made at about the 38. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A short throw to Ingram. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Pushed out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Nix. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Titans are right back in this football game. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 51 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
And the Titans first down.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They fake the handoff. Now Ward. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Eligible receiver downfield. Awesome.
Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Running the jet sweep with Ridley. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Ward now working out of the gun. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And taken at the 46. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Denver offense at the line ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 16. Nix to the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing is Ward. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to thank the guys on D.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw, here's Ward. Work in the middle of the field, and he's gotten that complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd down, Pollard again. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
They'll run here with Dobbins. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Broncos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Out come the Titans now.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Here's 3rd and 10.
It's a gain of a yard.
Looking to throw. More. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
1st down, Tennessee.
To throw is Ward. Right back to Tolbert. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37.
And the Titans 1st down.
Throwing now, Ward. Over the middle, now it's caught by Ridley. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. Got his man, Okonkwo. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down. At the 2nd.
From the gun, here's Ward.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
Throwing again here, Ward.
And he is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Chig Okonkwo
From 17 yards out.
And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Titans will line up for the
They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. Pretty move. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line. And the try for 2, unsuccessful. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Broncos, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.